Hi, I'm Joe Garza. In today's how-to, I'm going to show you how to properly enjoy vinyl records. I've always been a really big fan of music, and I just found that vinyl was a really good way to physically engage and interact with music, because music in and of itself is an abstract concept, but by having a physical medium that you can go ahead, interact with and clean, and then the beautiful presentation of the cover art, it just makes listening to music more of an experience. So everyone's setup's gonna be a little different, but I'll show you what I'm working with today. We have a turntable, an amplifier, these speakers, some speaker wire to connect these speakers to the amp, and then audio in and out cables to connect the turntable to the amp. When setting up your turntable, you're gonna wanna make sure it's on a nice and level surface. Otherwise, you're gonna go ahead and risk having your records skip, or they're not gonna go ahead and read right and you're gonna get distorted sound. So once your turntable's set up, the next step is to go ahead and play your record. So the first most important thing is handling the record. When you're handling your record and you're removing it from its sleeve, you want to go ahead and handle it only from the outside edges or from the inside label to avoid getting any of your natural oils into the grooves and making it harder to read. If your record's really dirty, or even if it has a little bit of spots on top, it's recommended that you clean it before you play it. Now, the easiest way to do this is to go ahead and get a handheld disc washer and some spray-on cleaning fluid. If your record's a bit dirtier than just a few specks of dust, you can go ahead and get more advanced options like a spin clean system or even a record vacuum. So once your record's clean, you're ready to go ahead and place it on the turntable. Once you have it seated on the turntable, you want to go ahead and position the tone arm above the lead-in grooves, which is the little grooves on the outside of the record that'll go ahead and help to lead the tone arm in and start your music. Then, once you go ahead and have the tone arm positioned, you want to go ahead and use the Q lever to set it down gently to avoid any unnecessary scratches and damage to the record surface. Once you're done enjoying your records and putting them away gently, it's time to go ahead and store them. Now, while it might seem tempting to go ahead and stack them horizontally to go ahead and avoid having to go ahead and invest in extra furniture to store them, unfortunately that is the leading cause of ring wear, which is damage to either the record, the outer sleeve, or both. This one was stored for quite some time horizontally, and as you can see, it's gone ahead and caused itself to go ahead and unfortunately warp. Now, to go ahead and avoid that, it's best to go ahead and stack them vertically, and don't stack them together too tight, otherwise there will be a lot of friction and that will also cause ring wear. A good preventative measure for that, though, is investing in protective outer sleeves for your records. By doing this, not only will you prevent ring wear, but you'll also go ahead and avoid corner damage and other outer damage and keep them in as pristine condition as possible. I'm Joe Garza, and this has been another episode of How To. We'll see you next time.